Breaking news, breaking news. Complete chaos in a little small town today, Western Illinois, called New Canton. This guy right here, 67-year-old Jerry Waligorski, went on a shooting spree. He shot his wife. He murdered his wife's parents. Then he put the gun on himself. The entire town was in a lockdown. Shelter in place. Active shooter. He worked for the county for 26 years. Police spoke about the situation I want to share. Apparently, there has been dozens of domestic violence incidents regarding him and his wife, Lisa, who was shot. She's still alive. But he murdered her parents. This is crazy, folks. Check it out.
You guys ready?
Yep.
This morning, October 2nd, at around 6 a.m., the Pike County Sheriff's Department received a 911 call of a shooting in the 300 block of Mississippi Street in New Canton, Illinois. Deputies from the Sheriff's Office responded. Upon arrival, they met with the victim, who indicated that she had been shot by her husband. Also, during the incident, the victim indicated that her husband had made threatening remarks to harm her parents, which also reside in New Canton. Upon hearing that, additional units were requested. We went to the residence of the victim's parents here in New Canton, which is located in the 200 block of New Canton, or 200 block of Monroe Street in New Canton. Upon arrival, deputies did a welfare check. We entered the home and located both parents deceased in the residence. So we have two deceased at one residence and one shot at another. Additional resources came from the Illinois State Police and many other police agencies. We secured the residences and applied for search warrants. The suspect's home, we attempted to make contact with them, was unable to do so, at which time ISP SWAT executed a search warrant on the home. The suspect was located deceased in the home. You act like you're getting ready to say something. Oh.
Any questions? The suspect's identity, please.
The suspect is identified as Gerald E. Waligorski, age 67.
Is he a Pike County native?
He has lived here for some time. I don't know where he's originally from.
Have you had prior contact with him before?
No, I have not.
Do we have a motive?
No, at this time we do not. You know, obviously this incident is still very preliminary. So, you know, we don't have a lot of answers yet. Those will come in the near future.
What's your general reaction of something like this happening in such a small, quiet town?
You know, you have to keep in mind that I've worked for this county for 26 years and can count on two hands the number of violent crimes that we've had. It's a shocking incident, and I think it shocks everybody, especially in the town the size of New Canton.
Where do investigators, law enforcement, where do you go from here?
So the Illinois State Police will be taking over the investigation from this point forward, at which time they'll conduct additional interviews, or execute additional search warrants for information and try to come up with some motive.
Have you recovered the weapon?
That I do not know.
Okay.
That I,
what kind of weapon?
At this point, no. No, it would be speculation at this point.
Understood. Schools were put on lockdown as a precaution. Can you tell us what went right with the response?
Yeah, the schools, and we were quick to put out a press release as well. We notified the schools to let them know, I think before school started, if I'm correct, to have the schools on a lockdown because we're actually, you know, obviously looking for the suspect. So schools were put on lockdown, and that lockdown has now been lifted.
So from time of the first call to the location of the suspect, what was the time lapse, you think?
So the first call happened at around 6 a.m. And without looking at my watch, 5 hours-ish, I would say.
Is there any need for any more information? Do you think there are others who might have information that could help?
Well, certainly we'll look into aspects of that. We have nothing right now, as far as any future potential safety concerns, but we will be addressing that as part of the investigation.
Anything else? If I could just have the name, spelling, and official title, forgive me.
Absolutely. The spelling of the name is Waligorski. And my name is Chief Deputy Zach Orr, and I'm with Pike County Sheriff's Office, and obviously the Illinois State Police are accompanying me.
O-R?
O-R-R.
Sorry for those.
Yep.
Will you be releasing a photo of your suspect?
We did this morning.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So that would have been emailed?
Yes.
Okay.
So we were pretty quick. The Sheriff's Office was pretty quick to let news agencies and the people in the community know that there was a person that we were looking for that was accused of this, and we did release a photo of the suspect.
Do we have a status of the wife?
I do not know. I do not know. She was airlifted to a hospital, area hospital.
All right, this is the house here of Gerald and Lisa. This is the home here in New Canton. It is on 350 Mississippi Street. So just to give you an idea, looks like, it's close to neighbors, but it's all spread out. This is the neighborhood here, kind of give you a perspective. But here's the home here. Here's the home where this, he was found dead, and he shot his wife, and then he went to another location and shot her parents. Very scary, folks. Very scary. Sidewalk there, but it just shows you it's crazy, the violence that would go on inside this home here. Now, I made a short earlier today talking about the situation. There was a lot of lack of information. Man, this is terrible. This is horrible. Why would this guy murder his wife's parents? Was he trying to weaponize that against his wife? Well, you don't do what I say, I'll do something bad to your own parents. That seems like what's going on here. You saw the house. It's a little house, right? But the amount of violence, according to authorities that went in that house, a lot. Authorities said more than they can count on their hands. Unbelievable, folks. But I do want to give an update on this case because some of you probably were following this. Man, this is crazy. The wackadoodles, the nut jobs. Now, I haven't really found an extensive criminal record on this guy recent, but way back in the day, he had violent charges in the 1980s. So he hadn't been in trouble recently, worked for the county, and here we are today. One person, so much damage, so much mayhem, chaos, panic, fear. There was helicopters up in the air, Illinois State Police, partnering agencies looking around for a madman. And then he went the coward way out. We're praying for the victims' families here, the wife, and terrible situation. Our thoughts and prayers are with everyone in that small community of New Canton, which is right on the border pretty much with Missouri, south of Iowa. You don't get really crazy things that happen. So this is probably the biggest thing that happened in that community in a long, long time. Let me know what you think. Sub to the channel, like, hit the notification button. We cover the true crime and craziness 24/7, 365. Stay safe out there. Love your spouse. Love your loved ones. We'll talk soon. JLR Investigates. Stay tuned.